Hey everybody, this is Adam from Camp Flintlock. Welcome back to our lessons on how to read music. This is lesson number 4, and we are going to be talking about rests. So for lesson number 2, we talked about notes and values. For lesson number 4, we're going to talk about rests and values. So music is sound, right? Usually good to listen to, organized, arranged sound. But music is also the absence of sound. When you hear an orchestra playing, all the different parts are playing together, but then some stop playing. And they drop off. They are taking what's called rest. And composers write in rests to make their music more appealing and more dynamic, more have more feeling. It wouldn't be the same if you just took an instrument and just played, so that every beat was filled with a sound. Rests are the opposite of sound. They are silence. Okay? And this is going to be a rather short video. I'm just going to show you what they look like, because you already will know how to count them because of their names. So we have a whole rest, we have a half rest, quarter rest, eighth rest, and a 16th rest. Okay, so the whole rest, just like the whole note, it would, in most counts of music, it would get 4 beats. And then half of that would be 2, quarter, eighth, and then half of that is 16. So the whole note, if you were looking at it, is basically like an upside down hat. And then a half note would be a right side up hat. The quarter note, it doesn't look quite as much as a lightning bolt as I've drawn. You can look it up on the internet, get pictures of them, but it looks kind of like that. And then the eighth rest, it's a little tail here, and then the 16th has 2 tails. So it's almost like the note, but a little bit different. Instead of the tail going, or the flag going, one way, it's the other way. All right, so we have a whole rest, half rest, quarter rest, eighth, and 16th. And you would count these exactly the same as when you would count a note, right? So when we get into clapping, which will probably be in the next lesson or 2, when we clap, our rest is going to be held out like this. So we might be counting a rhythm: 1, 2, 1, rest, 2, 1, 2, rest, rest, like that. So whenever we're counting in music, yes, in fact, this would receive a downbeat if you were actually making noise. But since you're not, making noise when you do your downbeat, for that, it's just a rest. Okay? So, that's it for this lesson, the rests and their values. Let's review really quickly. We have a whole rest, which we're not really going to see a whole lot of. We have a half rest, which we may see a little bit of. We have quarter rests and eighth rests. These 2 will be the ones that we are doing the most with, and we will also see the 16th rests, but not for another couple of lessons. All right, guys. Well, thanks again for tuning in. And if you are interested in joining the North Carolina Volunteers Fife and Drum Corps, I would suggest that you check us out on Facebook under that name, North Carolina Volunteers Fife and Drum Corps. And if you didn't know, obviously because you're on our channel, Camp Flintlock, we are part of Camp Flintlock as well. And if you are looking to get into music on the historical side of it, we are definitely looking for members. We will always be looking for members. So, guys, that's it for me today. Adam here from Camp Flintlock signing off. Have a good day.